Welcome back, fake sports fans. Well, after sweeping the Colorado Rockies, our Jays now have a 5-game win streak to get ready for 3 games against the Milwaukee Brewers. So let's sim the first 2 games and then get into game 3. For game 1, Jays lose 7-6. For the Jays bats, they score 6 runs on 9 hits, 1 walk, and strike out 6 times. Jimenez, Guerrero, Santander hit doubles. Yelich and David Fry hit home runs. Guerrero, Yelich, and Fry get the RBIs. And for the pitching, Mason Miller gets a loss. I guess he blew a save. And as a team, they gave up 7 runs on 10 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 4. For game 2, Jays win 8-6. For the Jays bats, they score 8 runs on 11 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 6 times. Win Iglesias, Varsho hit doubles. Guerrero, Santander, Fry hit home runs. Win Iglesias, Guerrero, Santander, Fry, and Varsho get the RBIs. For the pitching, Mark Leiter Jr. gets the win. Mason Miller gets his 42nd save of the season. As a team, they give up 6 runs on 11 hits, 0 walks, and strike out 11. For game 3, Jays go for the series win as they send Garrett Cole to the mound to go up against Freddie Peralta. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. And as always, we play with quick counts on for a fast-paced game.
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Toronto Blue Jays. We have an absolute treat on tap today as 2 of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these 2 are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, getting the nod on the mound, Garrett Cole.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
This is Bryce Terang.
Leading off for the Brewers, second baseman Bryce Terang.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Varsho makes the play, 1 away. Now it's going to be Joseph Ortiz. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Cole, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And that one cutting but missing down low.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
And it remains 2-2. 2 out, space is empty. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Fires to first and very nicely done for the out. Back here with my pal Singy. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Freddie Peralta.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
1-2 now. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. One down, base is empty. And foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a slider misses down and away. And that is downstairs. 3-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And that one hammered. Mitchell moving back. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. His 53rd homer of the year. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0. So 2 down. Christian Yelich next up for the Blue Jays. Late on that fastball.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Second inning set to go, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a ground ball. Win. Slings to first. One up, one down. Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Good job to fight that one off. 2-2 now. That's down and in.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Inside ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Up now for Milwaukee, Seiya Suzuki. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Cole a check to first, and he's back in there. Chourio, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Bottom of the second, and now here is David Fry.
Baseman, David Fry.
Kicks and deals. In the air to left, down the line. Chorio makes the play, and there's one away.
Batting sixth.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. That one drilled left field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. At the plate, Mason Wynn. The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. That one to first, and he takes it himself for the out. Vic Caratini at the plate.
Catcher Victor Caratini.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
That one missed. To the right side. And that one handled. And that ends the inning. And we're back on to the third inning. Now it's the DH, Zach Geloff. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. So digging in, Garrett Mitchell. And that is in for a strike. 2-2. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2-2 now. To the right side, Jimenez. The throw to first, and that quickly 2 away. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
Terang.
The 1-1. And that one ripped into right, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything. Really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And the batter now, Joseph Ortiz. And it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitcher's away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but...
Runner takes off, pitch misses. Go to second, out there, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. And that is out of play. Just misses with that one.
3-2.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One up, one down. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. Pitch misses there. 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Mitchell gets under it. He makes the grab. 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Tied up here in the early going. That one not close. And that's ball 2. Ortiz fires across the diamond, and Guerrero is set down. And that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the catcher, William Contreras. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Line drive, base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. How about that double play? Next to him, Jackson Chourio.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander.
2-1.
Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Careful.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting.
Here comes Christian Yelich.
He caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
On the ground, right side, Terang throws to first. Yelich out on the play. So up next, David Fry.
3rd baseman, David Fry.
And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count is 2-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that is that. Back now in Toronto. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. The 2-1. Swing and a ball line to center. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. And out number 1 on the grab. So now the
Up
DH
next
spot,
for
Zach
Milwaukee,
Geloff.
the designated hitter, Zach Geloff.
Man at first, one away. Here goes the runner. Squirts away a little bit. No throw, safe at second.
Heads up base running right there.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 2-1.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Slinging it to first in time. So the batting order turns over. Bryce Terang will hit next. Geloff at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one missing inside. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And the count's full. In the air, left field, down the line. Yelich puts it away, and that'll do it. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. That's out to center field. Mitchell under this one. Brings it in. And there's one down. Mason Wynn,
Now
the
batting,
next to hit.
shortstop, Mason Wynn.
The shortstop takes the ball. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now batting,
Here's the Toronto catcher, Victor Caratini. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Joseph Ortiz. And a swing and a miss there.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Next offering upstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's well.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this
Now
one.
batting, catcher,
And now it's William
Contreras.
Contreras recently taking home Player of the Month honors. And it's fouled away. One-two to Contreras. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish. And I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That's going back. Back some more. Gone. He circles the bases. It's 3-1. And here is Hoskins. Bounce to the right side. And that chance handled, and they put the tag on him for the out.
Up next,
2
for
outs, base is
Milwaukee,
empty.
left fielder
Now Jackson
Chourio.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, right fielder Seiya Suzuki.
Jason Foley
Now
on the pitch
pitching
here.
for the Blue
Not
Jays.
having a lot of success against right-handed
Number
hitters.
68.
They've been hitting them around, so
Jason
this next
Foley.
matchup might be tough for him.
Man at first, and now the right fielder Seiya Suzuki. Swings and misses, and the count 1-2. Runner on the move. Swing and a base hit. Goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2
Now
outs.
That's back-to-back
Shortstop,
singles for
C.J.
him. Nice
Abrams.
job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands run.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Adrian Morejon.
And we all
Now
know about his
pitching for
slider. It's just
Milwaukee.
filthy, man. And
Number
one of the better
50.
ones in the game, I'd say.
Adrian
Spin rate's very
Morejon.
high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now at the plate,
Leading
Lawrence
off for
Butler.
Toronto, right fielder Lawrence Butler.
On the ground, right side. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the second
Up
baseman,
next
Andres
for the Blue
Jimenez.
Jays, second baseman Andres Jimenez.
That one misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at
Now
the plate
batting,
lately.
the
And
first
now they've got some
baseman,
speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into
Guerrero
motion.
Jr.
And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Not in time. He's safe. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at second. Up the middle. Fires over to Hoskins. And Guerrero is set down.
Now
Anthony
batting,
Santander next up for the Blue Jays.
Anthony Santander.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Brewers,
Top of
the
inning number
designated
7.
hitter,
And now the
Zach
DH, Zach Geloff. That one finds the corner. 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, the
And now the center fielder,
Garrett
Garrett Mitchell. That just misses. 3-1 now. One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
Second baseman,
Taken high in the draft,
Terang.
he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Two outs. Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sets him down looking. And he strikes out the side in the 7th.
Now pitching for
So a
Milwaukee,
lefty out of the pen, Jared
number
Kane.
47.
And he's done a great
Jared
job keeping the
Kane.
ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Here's Yelich
Leading
at the
off
dish.
for Toronto, left fielder,
They get to this
Kristen
part of the order.
Yelich.
Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Boom, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Bouncer to Hoskins. And he handles it himself for the out. David
Up
Fry
next
getting
for the
ready to
Blue
hit.
Jays,
If you want to be a
third
great
baseman,
defense, you have to deliver
David
consistently.
Fry.
It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Still able to come through
Up
behind in the
next
count
for the
right
Blue
there.
Jays,
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Now
2
batting,
consecutive base hits for these guys here.
Mason
Once again, the
Wynn.
Here comes the new arm for the
Now
Brewers,
pitching
Nick
for
Mears.
Milwaukee,
he's averaging more
Number
than 1 hit
28.
allowed per inning pitched this
Nick
season,
Mears.
and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
First and second, 1 out. Mason Wynn next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, base hit. Around third. Here's the throw. But it's offline. He will score. And it's a 1-run game.
Big RBI for him right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the last.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Runner from third, in to score. And it's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there. Or for the arm to help him out.
So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Paul Sewald.
Well, he's been an absolute workhorse out of the pen all season long. This is the 70th appearance for him this year, and that says a lot about how much they trust handing the ball over to him.
So bases all loaded up. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Slings to second, over to first, safe. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero
The first
Jr.
baseman, Vladimir Guerrero. Jr.
2 on, 2 outs.
That's the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. And Vladdy Jr. hits one out. It's 7-3.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. 2 down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring.
Yeah, we in goal mode. Going. Yeah, we in goal mode.
Officiating.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose Leclerc.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Joseph
Leading off
Ortiz
for the Brewers,
up now for the
third
Brewers.
baseman, Joseph
The
Ortiz.
Brewers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
Oh.
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Swinging at ball 4 that was off the outside edge. And here's the catcher, William Contreras.
William
He
Contreras.
is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rhys
1
Hoskins.
out, runner at second. Rhys Hoskins now at the plate.
That's out the corner.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things
Now
up for
batting,
the out.
left fielder,
Jackson Chorio
Chorio.
up now for the Brewers. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for it.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead.
Couldn't have
Now
timed it
batting,
up any better
right
than that.
fielder,
A well-deserved
Seiya
double on a
Suzuki.
great swing. Got every.
Now
So the
pitching
closer
for the
summoned
Blue
from the
Jays.
bullpen, Mason Miller.
Number
He's thrown the
19.
ball very well overall this
Mason
season. He's been really
Miller.
tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Man at second.
Oh.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Butler pulls it down, and that's the 3rd out.
Now pitching for
Back
Milwaukee.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll
43,
into the bottom of the 8th, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Now the Toronto
Leading
4
off
hitter,
for
Christian
Toronto,
Yelich.
left fielder, Christian Yelich.
The 1-1. And a base hit right there. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, third baseman,
David Fry. Next up for the Blue Jays. Outside, and it's 2-1.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Fouls one off. 2-2. To second, Abrams. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Quick feed to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. And next for Toronto, Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that.
Just wanna see that stank on your face. Funk up the place. We're just trying to dance, yo. Turn up the bass. We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know. Taking control.
Back now in Toronto. We go to the 9th, and here is C.J. Abrams. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Way back there. Out of here. A shot to the opposite field. His 21st of the year. It's 7-5. New pitcher now for the Jays, Matt Strom.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next is the designated hitter, Zach Geloff. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. High fly ball out to center field. Varsho puts it away for the out. He's 2 outs away. Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. In the air out to center. Varsho makes the grab on the run. So last chance for the Brewers. Bryce Terrain up now for the Brewers. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Brewers down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a fun game all the way around. We saw plenty of action. 12 runs total on the board, but a pretty close finish at the end.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
And that's a series win for the Jays. Let's have a look at the box score. For the Jays bats, they score 7 runs on 9 hits, 1 walk, and strikeouts 7 times. Brusho gets a double. Santander Guerrero hit home runs. Win Santander Guerrero, Caratini, and Jimenez get the RBIs. Jimenez also gets a stolen base. And for the pitching, Jason Foley gets the win. Matt Strong gets his 5th save of the season, and that's a team to give up 5 runs on 11 hits, 1 walk, and strikeout 8. And with the series win, the Jays record now sits at 95-51. Now sit 11.5 games up in the American League East. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next series. Jays head to Tampa Bay for 3 games against the Rays.